All right, YouTube. This is 2 Cent back at you with my 2 cents on Echoes of Mana. And I just wanted to point out that we are actually getting some free polls in this game. And I know that's something that we have been asking for, and I've seen multiple people just say, hey, give us some free polls. Well, they have done just that with our new login rewards. Looks like we're going to get 20 tickets for free polls to be able to use on its own special banner. And the good thing about it is it's free. The bad thing about it is you can only get 2 and 3 star units on there. So that's nice in a lot of ways because we definitely, I think in this game need to utilize a lot of our 3-star units because it is expensive and crazy to try and max out 4-star units. So luckily, this game does have a lot of good 3-star units, and this will go a long way to helping people get those units to +6 or max unleash or whatever to be able to awaken them and get some more level 100s for their team. So you're doing these polls for your 2 and 3 stars, and I just want to give you my 3 choices for units that you might be looking out for and to build for your team next. A couple of these I'm actually looking at working on myself coming up here shortly. The first of that is Charlotte. Charlotte is an exceptional unit. Healer, I know people just talk about her for days. Go ahead and pick her up, especially if you're missing a sumo. I think she'll be a great addition to your team of helping you out in the healing area. Now, on to the next one. We have Lekias? I don't know his name. Anyhow, this unit's particularly good. I think I chose to use Seraphina to test out a bow character, but I kind of wish I had this character at that time to be able to do that, because when I look at his kit, everything looks really nice and synergistic at range, the way I want a bow user to be, and I think he is actually going to be the bow user right now. Granted, strictly damage based, and so he doesn't add any support like Seraphina does. And I have since maxed Seraphina all the way out, and I do think she is okay. But I do look at the this bow unit and say, hey, you know what? All the skills can be used at range. His ST can be used at range. He doesn't have to get into that danger zone. I think he's going to be good for auto farming on your team. Just put a tank out in front of him, or maybe even Charlotte to go out there and he'll tank things for you. Anything to kind of get some separation between him and the enemies, and I think you'll be fine. And then my last 100 suggestion here is actually into the 2-star Julius. And that is simply just to maybe get ahead of the game a little bit. We haven't had a whole lot of mage units in this game. We got Chrism Wizard and we got Angela as our 4-star ones. And we got, Popio or whatever his name is there too. Those are decent mage units, but we haven't really gone deep into the mages yet compared to what we have on the physical unit side. And that time's going to come, and I think he's going to pair really nicely of being able to have that spirit break. And so you can, basically get a really cheap unit as a 2-star, get him out, have that spirit break, and so you can really help your mage units kind of get unlocked, especially if we get an event here in the future where they have, low spirit but high constitution, or something like that. Or maybe it's dead even between the two, and you can utilize the fire element with Chrism Wizard and Popio. So I do think that he's going to have some use. That being said, they could drop another unit that's got a spirit break on it, and then of course you'd have to pull for that unit, and it's probably going to be a 4-star, and that might be impossible to get. So I do think he's got some longevity there. I think all 3 of these do currently have some future proofing, because we just don't quite have 4-stars at covering all those niches unless we're talking Sumo versus Charlotte, but I think Charlotte is a great substitute for them. Anyhow, that has been my 2 cents on these free tickets and some unit recommendations as you're pulling. Hopefully you can get some of those, and those are the ones I kind of am planning to build up next on my own. Thank you.